Hello there, my name is MrSmartDonkey. Welcome back to my Let's Play on the Banner Saga 2. So last time we left off, there was a war that we have to fight, and yeah, that's all that's happening. Anyway, it looks like the force you train is roughly the size of the enemies. This could go either way, but a victory here will protect most of your clansmen. So I think we made the right call in training 150 men then, I guess. If it's roughly the size of the enemies, that's good. I could have trained more, but I don't know. Juno and Eyvind moved to the cliff's edge. Hakan, surveying the battlefield, says, some supply barrels could make a few barricades for defense, otherwise it'll be a straightforward assault. You consider what to do. So I can sacrifice some supplies for barricades. I don't know how good barricades really are. Like, I'm sure it blocks enemies' movements, but that it might also, get in our own way. I don't know. You know what? This is the first time. Let's try it out. Let's see how good it is, and if it's not good enough, I just won't do it again. Let's do that. Men and Varol begin moving barrels full of food and gear ahead of the fighters, but they look your way for confirmation. You realize these supplies will be ruined in the fight. Okay, fuck it. I'm not gonna do it. Assault the dredge without barricades. We'll need the supplies, you say. The Varol King gives you a look that says, if we make it through this, charge. You understand Hakon's reasoning, but sound the call to attack regardless. Yeah, I don't know. We've seen barricades before. I think they just, soak up some damage, basically. Who did we lose? Oh, fuck, Eyvind, right. Well, this is the time where this is when I basically, or the reason I haven't bothered, leveling up everyone fully, because, yeah, now we don't have Eyvind. So I guess there's often going to be a case where we miss out on someone who is generally someone I would use. Anyway, I don't want to bring in Gris. I love Gris, but he is also a Varl, and just having 5 Varl kind of takes up too much of the battlefield. So I think it's going to have to be Yrsa, who I've got a rank up available for, so I could technically rank her up, make her better. Do I need to make her better? Not really. What would her next level up do? Level 5. It's not particularly useful, to be honest, but on the other hand, get her more willpower wouldn't be a terrible idea. I'm also still considering dropping Gunnolf at some point. If I do, I ought to do it at some point soon. What does Gunnolf have for an item again? He has a +2 movement, -1 draw aggro. I feel like Gris, is really good. I like Gris a lot, because he's got massive armor break, he's got really good, overall stats, and he's got a level up available. Like, if I bring him to level 5, let's say 15, 14, maybe I go for an extra. Let's say 15, 13, 6, I don't know, 2... Let's compare him to most reasonable comparison, which is Ivor. Ivor's level 6 now. Ivor's a beast, though, to be fair. It's not really a fair comparison at all. 16, 15. The other guy was 15, 13. So that's a deficit of 3 points. He's got lower willpower, so I think he had 5, but he does have 3 or 4 armor break instead of 3, which is a pretty decent thing. Hakon's not a fair comparison either. I guess if we compare him to Gunnolf, which is the person he'd be replacing, obviously they serve different roles, but 13, so he has 1 more armor. Did he have 14 strength? Hold on, or was it 14 and 13? I don't remember now. 14, 13, right. So he has 2 more armor, 4 less strength, but he has this guy has 2 level ups on him, so that could technically be the 4 points there. And then Gris has 1 more willpower, 1 more exertion, 3 more armor break. Yeah, Gris is just so much better, potentially, once we get him to the same level. So I'm going to drop Gunnolf and drop his item. Oh, we can't do that. Put Gris in, and then Gris is going to get leveled up immediately, level 5. And then we're going to put in 1 armor. Let's go 1 willpower for now. Oh yeah, I know he has 2 exertion, not 3. Okay, so that does make him a little worse, but he's still great. Only has 2 kills though. Alright, so he's level 5. I don't really want to give him minus drawing aggro and plus movement. Don't really want to give him any of those things, to be fair. Do I have any items that I would want to give to him that anyone else is using? Not really that. +3 strength. Armor and drawing aggro. Armor and drawing aggro would be really good on him, but what would I give? I could give him minus aggro and movement speed. That's not a bad idea at all. Yeah, alright. We'll do that. So we give this to Gris, which means Gris is 18 armor, which is kind of overkill, but we'll just put him right up in the front. In fact, we're going to put him up here. Yeah, that's fine. And then we give... What do we give to him? The movement speed thing. Right, this one. So Hakan. So Hakan becomes a little worse. because this item is really damn good. But he draws aggro, and Archon now takes, or has less aggro, so he doesn't really have the need for that stuff anymore. Right, we have 12 points available. I think I'm going to level her up as well. It's not a perfect level up. It's not necessarily something we need, but let's do it anyway. I feel like more willpower is probably better, actually. Oh. We can actually promote her again, but we haven't got the points to do that. Okay, so yeah, we got level 4 on here now, which is kind of odd, since we got Gunnulf available. And, well, that's the only person who's actually higher level, but... Okay, let's do it. Our first war. We got a pretty decent setup here, though. Our party is fairly strong, and we're still early game, although technically we're, like, quite late game. Yeah, only 5 guys. That shouldn't be an issue. Hold them off, this will take time. But, of course, there is the whole point that this is a war, so it's probably going to be 2 fights in a row. Right, we just take down this guy immediately, I think. We should be able to reach him. So we got you going first. Oh my god, 18 armor. It feels so unbalanced. Like, why don't I give him the armor, but the item of extra, like, drawing aggro is just so good. So it's him, then Archon. Alright, we'll put you guys back here. Why don't we switch you guys around? Oh no, he does go first, doesn't he? Yeah. Alright, let's do this. We just gotta stay away from these guys a little bit. Alright, Gris. Oh yeah, Gris has terrible movement. I think that's his problem, is his movement is horrible. Like, absolutely horrible. Still have good morale. I didn't actually check who was going first and all that, but we should be good. Next up is this guy. Then that guy. Okay, so both of them. This guy's gonna take it. He's gonna eat it. Alright, I can't quite reach him. He would reach me if I moved there, but if he gets reached with a 16 armor, it's like, okay, what are you gonna do about it? Well, he's already gonna break my armor, but... Let's just kill this guy off then, because we can't not kill him. I mean, I could break his armor, but it's like, just take it. So yeah, this guy reaches. 2 armor damage. Hit this guy for 8. Or... Can I kill him? I can kill him. Yeah, I mean, killing the big guys is probably fine. Alright, this guy shouldn't be able to reach. No, he's not even going for it. Okay. Hit this guy's armor for a whole lot. Yeah... No. Start working on this guy instead. No. The thing is, if I go here, we're gonna block everyone off from going here. I could also just ignore them for one more turn. That's probably a better idea. Let's move up 1 space. Yeah, we'll ignore him for 1 more turn. Alright, Rook. Show me what you have got for me. 9 armor break. Well, Rook. Could you please take it easy a little bit? Oh, okay, so this is the way war works now, I guess. Enemies just come in randomly instead of after the battle's over. You must keep the dredge away, unless this is a special occasion. I feel like every fight is now... Oh, he's gonna take it. No one else did though, so that's alright. I feel like every fight is now... a little different. Like even... I don't know, this might be randomly me saying shit that isn't actually true, but it feels like every fight is now... a different encounter. Like every war is going to be different than the last one, basically. Anyway, I can get over there and hit him. I don't know how far my slag and burn goes. I'd have to move up pretty far to be able to put it anywhere useful. Let's go here. I can put it there without being in range. And over here, no, it wouldn't hit anyone. Let's put it right there then. She has enough willpower. If they walk over that, it'll be great. If he walks that way, it'll be like perfect. It's a slinger. Okay. You have armor. You're the mass armor break guy, so I ought to go for the guy at the back. And hit him for 6 armor. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, let's not do that, but then I did it anyway. Oh, okay, so this is like phase 1 complete. Great stuff, Eyvind. I don't know what you're doing. Are you just yelling, keep them away? You're doing it. Alright, let me get back to the killing, please. I've got better things to do today. Really? He's going for him, okay. I guess that makes sense. Although he's got the -1 drawing aggro. He's got +1 drawing aggro. How did he go for him? That doesn't make any sense. Alright. I could AoE them both down with Ivor. Probably a decent idea, to be honest. That's a lot of... Well, we have 9 AP, no 8 on him. I don't think it's necessary. Because the thing is, if I put him here, it's very likely this guy's gonna run through all those things to get to me, and that's probably worth it. Plus, letting this guy live is fine. Hakon can get him a minute. Oh, another one. Hello. Another one? Okay. More kills for me, I suppose. Oh, yes. 3 damage right there. I'll take that. Well, he'll take it. Right. I need a... Oh, no, we don't get that shit. I was gonna say, I need to heal him, his mend, but we don't actually use that, or we don't get that anymore. Because Eyvind is a little busy over here. Oh, the slinging. Okay. Oh, no, throwing bombs. I suppose that's alright. Alright, I need you to break this guy's legs. For a whole lot, please. Although he's already fairly low, but this means he's in killable range. Unless this guy can somehow reach. No, he can't. Leave my 2 ridiculously good guys alone, please. I could actually get this guy killed. I probably could get this guy killed as well. Yeah, this guy would also be dead. I could just kill this guy right now with him. Yeah, let's go and do that. Rank 2 causes 2 break damage. I don't think I need to. No, he's dead anyway. Done, son. Because that guy was full strength, so I think it's worth killing him in one shot there. Rather than bringing them, like, his armor down. Almost, but we still need more time. Okay. Maybe this particular fight is just enemies will always keep coming, like, constantly. Nice, he couldn't reach. Perfect. Okay, I can get a pretty good attack on him here. How far can we shoot that? So I want to move forward. I want to fire it right there. So we gotta go diagonal twice. We can go there. Alright. Slingers might get into range of attacking me, but I think it'll be alright. Oh, he's going for Rook. Okay. A little rough, but doable. See, I still don't know how big this range is. I'm pretty sure it would hit me here as well, but it will also hit me where I am right now. But he is the one who's still, like, pretty good to go, so I need to get him up here. I think we just have to take this damage. We get hit by one of them, which means, yeah, we take 2 and 2. That's rough, but it's alright. Okay, you need to move here so we leave a little bit more room for our con. Just kill this guy off for me. Yeah, he took 2 and 2. Looks like someone else took 1. I saw a 1 pop up there. Oh no! Okay, I left the room, which is perfect, because we can get the AoE going. Oh, I keep forgetting I have 2 abilities now, so I actually have to do this. There we go. Goodbye. He's gonna, yeah, start hitting him quite hard here. Okay, we need to go like that, and then that. Yeah, I guess we'll waste a whole bunch of willpower here. This should be it. Unless there is actually another battle, but I feel like it might not be. I think every fight is just gonna be different. Yeah, that's it. Otherwise it would actually just pop up with the message whether I want to kill more guys. We killed a lot of fucking guys. That's a lot of renown right there. We lost 51 clansmen, 21 fighters, 29 overall. Jesus Christ. Wartime leadership. Your force defended the lives of 201 clansmen. We got 10 extra renown. I don't know what if that's a certain decision that I made. Oh my god, 27. That's fucking crazy. I wonder if that was a certain decision that I made that got me that, or what. But anyway, Juno walks onto the floating land, cradling a kid goat in one arm. She looks strained, but beckons to the families to follow. You shout for everyone to start moving, but the fighters and clansmen alike remain motionless. Large chunks of earth bobbing in midair like ships at sea has everyone unsettled. Finally, Ivor takes the reins of a yacht loaded with a supply cart and walks out onto the first gloating stone. It supports the load without issue. We go this way or the judge kill us all. His words are punctuated by a slinger of stones thudding into the ground only feet away. Men pick up the children and start running. The caravan animals squawk. They do something and bleat into frenzy. 4 all push through the crowd while others fight to follow in their wake. The frightened mob tramples a few and knocks a couple more from the ledge before calming and strangely pacified. Even you sense a calm feel a sense of calm settle your nerve. Did we lose a few people from that? Yeah, we lost 5 clansmen. Damn it. I feel like our caravan's doing horribly right now, but... Wait, hold on, what? Oh, there you go. The wounded and elderly struggle to make it onto the floating rocks, but while fear of the bridge paralyzes the legs of others, The dredge gives chase, crossing onto the bridge without hesitation. Charge into the dredge? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like this is the right call, but usually when the right call is so obvious, or you'd think it's the right call because it's so obvious, it's usually not the right call. I feel like charging into the dredge is probably not the right call in this particular case. I like fighting, but... Alright. Fuck, I hate this, because I don't want to lose anyone. This is such a massive thing. I think like this is probably the wrong choice. Dude, anyway, it's not easy to mouth the words, but there are just too many dredge. Well, Eyvind seems unresponsive. Juno nods to you. Oh, lost 28 clansmen, 7 fighters, 1 varl. He watches the floating stones nearest the land tremble and drop back into the chasm, taking off standing there with him. The sight is terrifying, but you turn and urge the others to keep moving forward. Okay, so I guess I made the right call then. Holy shit, where the fuck are we going? Also, I have no idea how good I'm doing right now. I feel like I'm doing horrible. All these losses, man. We barely have anyone left anymore after this. We've got a lot of renown, at least. Eyvind is growing visibly weaker. Meanwhile, many in the caravan are stunned by witnessing family members fall to their deaths. The effect is spreading. Everyone look forward, move. Rip a weeping man away from the falling edge. Ask Eyvind how you can help him. Run to the back and push people forward. I feel like I need to help Eyvind. No, don't disturb him, Juno says, but Eyvind's concentration wavers as he looks towards you. The bridge rumbles and a large section falls away, taking with it a number of families and fighters. God damn it. How many? 32 clansmen, 4 varl, 14 fighters. You gotta be kidding me right now. You want to help out, and it fucking ends up being the worst decision possible, probably. We have like no clansmen left. Our caravan is so small. But I'm starting to think that maybe this is the way... I think maybe this is the way the game sort of equalizes everyone that played the previous game, because a lot of people would have a lot more clan members, but I'm guessing maybe the way it works is it takes away a percentage of your men, or something along those lines. Like maybe a like 5 to 10% or something. I'm just saying random numbers, but like anywhere in between two certain numbers anyway. I'm guessing if it's percentage based, then it would sort of equalize everyone. So if you had like 700 people instead of my 400 when you ended the first game, you would now lose a lot more men in the process. Anyway, the stones behind the caravan are falling faster than the rising ones in front. The rear clansmen are pushing forward in panic. Borvik shouts, "Knock some of these people over the edge before we all go down." People gasp and flee from him. "You're carrying too much," Ivor says. "We've got to get rid of something before the mender drops us all into the depths." You look around and see only people, food, and the massive cart the ravens are hauling. Only 2 of those are an option. This is gonna be so bad. I'm just gonna dump more food. The ones close to the supplies look at you, bewildered. "We won't need food if we don't make it across," you shout. Slowly, a couple of carts are unhitched and shoved over the edge. Eyvind's relief is almost instant and the bridge extends, giving everyone more room and time to move. 25 supplies. Alright, that's like 3 or 4 days. We can deal with that. Although, I say that, we're probably going to lose a lot more, but... Oh my god, is that where we're going? Jesus Christ. I think if I told, like, the Bolver guy to drop something, he probably wouldn't have done that. Just a bit further, Eyvind. That sound looks pretty beat up over there. Man, I really made the wrong call though when I told, or when I wanted to check with Eyvind. Eyvind's scream chills you as it echoes off the cliff a mere 100 yards below. Again, the bridge shakes but stays together. When Juno looks at you, her lips are trembling. "This is killing him," she says, "and I won't let it happen." Her tone is dark and cold. What's the alternative? We'll dump the rest of the supplies? We can't dump everything. We're so close. Yeah, what's the alternative? He says nothing, but looks towards the rear of the caravan. Governor Rugga and many others from Borisgard are there. Oh my god. So, get rid of the food, or get rid of some guys who are assholes to me, basically. It should be such an easy option, but... Nah. Nah, I really should. I really, really should. Why am I not doing this? I can't, though. Because most of them are, besides Rugga, the others are just clansmen and fighters and stuff. The food, we'll get rid of the rest of it. Does that mean I go, like, down to 0 food? We have a lot of renown, at least, so we can afford a bunch of food, but... She's, like, suggesting it as well. It's not even me that's suggesting this. I'm definitely not going to do this, because that's going to end up going horribly wrong. Eyvind will probably die or something. We can't afford that. Eyvind is too good. Food or people that hate me? I think the choice is too obvious. That this is going to go horribly wrong. You lose your own men or something. I'm going to get rid of more food. Thank you. We'll replace them in Autumn's Dull, the town that's completely broken up over there. Says Juno before return to Eyvind's side. The supplies are dumped and the caravan moves forward. 15 supplies. That's not much. Okay, if I knew it was 15 supplies, it would have been an easy call. Unless we lost so much already that we literally have nothing left. Like, that was actually everything we had. I don't know. Okay, well, we made it. Jesus Christ. How much have we got left? Have we got anything left? Like, if we just literally lost 15 of the several hundred we had, I'll be fine. We have a lot of caravan stuff over there still, but to be fair, it always shows that even when you have no food. We know that from experience. Okay, so I think overall I did alright. I made one really bad choice, I think, when I tried to help Eyvind. But sure step.
It's hard to believe we made it across that chasm. Now we find what's left of Ormsdalr. Once a great trade town at the fork of the Ormsa River. How many lives must have been lost here?
Looks like a few buildings might have made it. Whatever caused that chasm completely destroyed the place. I've been usually not reading these blue text boxes because I feel like it's sort of a cutscene. I don't tend to talk through cutscenes, but I've started to realize it's not really the case. From the massive hall to the youngest human children, everyone is sapped from crossing the chasm. Tents are loosely strung up and gear is thrown on the ground as everyone falls asleep. You manage to post a few guards out of habit before sinking down against a crate, wrapping your cloak around you and closing your eyes. Your chest aches as if from a wasp sting. Feeling around the cause of it, you look down between your leathery grey fingers running over a red stone breastplate. Gasping, you open your eyes to find your cloak still wrapped around you, no stone armor underneath. The caravan is still asleep, snoring more prevalent than usual. You're able to drift off for a bit more rest before facing the tasks of a new day. 7 supplies. Okay, we still have 23 days supplies, so I am completely fine with what happened, basically. Alright, so we can rest, we can check the ruins. I'm guessing this is to advance the game. Let's check out our heroes real quick, make sure we didn't lose anyone. I don't think so, though. Eyvind is not here. That is something. We normally have, like, one person overlap, like, one person on the third row. So I think we're missing Eyvind. Are we missing anyone else? It's gonna be hard to really think about that. Like, determine... I think we only have one person, like, over the edge, right? So we're missing just Eyvind, I think. And that is a big miss. Like, I think he... Well, I don't know. He's not one of the most important characters, but his mend ability is fucking crazy good. We have a lot of renown. I'm not going to spend any at the moment. Really want to get her up to level 5. Actually, that gives her another ability, doesn't it? Oh, no, it just improves her ability. Right, rank 6 gives her another ability. That actually would be worth checking out what she gets. She can't level up to level 6 yet anyway. I'm not going to level up anyone right now, but we'll check it out. Check it out now. Alright, so I could rest for a bunch of morale, but we did lose a bunch of supplies, so let's not take our... let's not go too crazy. Let's check out the ruins. You make your way across the broken bones of the former trade town, curious as to see what's inside this building, which is still somewhat intact. The structure groans as you enter, and you hear yourself whispering, "This isn't worth it." After a quick survey of the room, only 2 things stand out. A stone with strange etchings resting on the broken mantle, and footprints in the dust near a small door in the wall. A gust of wind blows open the chasm, and the whole building creaks. Across the teetering floor for the stone. I know you're there. I'm here to help. The small door creaks open and a child looks at you. "Come here," you say. "This place isn't safe." Her red hair catches the light. Alette, you shout. I can save you. You reach for the child who is terrified by your appearance and words. She slams the door closed and the building shudders. Wooden planks around you snap and you barely have time to flee before a large section of the structure crumbles off the cliff. You sit in the dirt staring, emotions knotted in your throat. Great stuff, you just got a little kid killed. Well done. Alright, Ivor, what are you going to tell me now? Ivor stands stoically by Eyvind's pallet, watching the mender's breathing. It took a lot out of him. Out of everyone. No doubt. A lot of families lost members out there. So why even follow me? I get people killed. I'm not doing this again. If you can't see the number of people out there still alive because of you, nothing I say will change it. With nothing to say, you look down at the resting mender. The spell weaving took a toll on him. He looks as bad as me. Before Ivor can respond, Oddlife abruptly enters the room. So I'm assuming he would have died if I hadn't made that call. Although, maybe not, because he might be too essential for the story. Just like how Colin probably can't be killed, nor can Rook be killed, probably. Also, is it just me, or does Rook look a lot worse than he did in the previous game? I mean, it would make sense, right, if they made him look a little rougher around the edges because of what happened. But yeah, I wonder if Eyvind actually can be killed, but if he could have, he probably would have died there if I had told him to, like, just keep going, basically. Anyway, Oddlife. Good, you're here. It's the Ravens. They're trying to leave and some of our people want to go with them. He literally said while we were on the bridge, throw some of these people off, chuck them off the side. And people are like, oh, I'll follow that man. He knows what's up. I don't think this is a good idea at all. I think we can stop them. I don't want to stop the Ravens necessarily. Like, if they want to leave, then they can. Actually, they'll probably take a lot of. They'll take a lot of the Varl and stuff with them, I imagine. Why? We nearly went over a waterfall in ships and lost a lot of people following some Volca across floating rocks. I'm not saying any of that is your fault, but people are scared. If they made up their minds to go, they'll leave whenever you're not looking. And the Ravens have been hoarding supplies this whole time, and they're trying to take off with them. Juno and Akon are trying to talk sense to Bolfark, so it's desperate. As you make your way to the door, you turn to look at Ivor. Another Varl isn't going to help that situation. I'll stay here with the mender.
Now stand down, or you'll be missing more than your horns.
Stand down, you son of a yacht!
Well, I can definitely tell you I wasn't expecting a cutscene out of nowhere. Oh, it's a fucking... Is it a fight? I can't calm him. His fury. Oh god, Oddlife, what are you doing? Here they are, just as I said. Trying to kill each other. Oh shit. Don't kill fucking Akon, you little fucker. Bolvark's lost his mind. Take him down. Normal caravan morale does not affect your hero's willpower in battle. Maintain sufficient supplies and rest in camps to improve. Okay. So he's down to 13 strength already. God damn it. I was gonna end the episode, but I guess I'll have to do this fight now. Okay, let's have a look at these people. So, Shield Mastery. Strength damage is deducted from armor first. Shield Maiden and adjacent allies take half damage from attacks. Okay. That's pretty fucking good. I won her. And he has attacks twice. First is directed, then a random adjacent target, friend or foe. Okay, so we don't want to be standing next to him. Call the weak. Killing bro grants an extra turn. Wow, that's pretty crazy. I think we gotta go... Actually, no, we gotta go for 4 strength attack here, I think. We gotta do as much damage as possible to this guy. Alright, she's doing her adjacent thing, I guess. Oh. Is that Irsa? Yes, this will get his attention. Good thing I ranked her up, I guess. Well, I have more rank ups available. Did you just hit... You just hit fucking... You could have put it right there and it wouldn't have hit him. What have you done? It worked. Bolvark, hear me. Oh, is that it? We just do it? Nah, that's way too easy, right? The clansmen chatter as Juno converses with a dazed Bolvark quietly. I call and grabs your attention. Obviously, he got distracted because it was fire. That seemed a bit weird, though. Why even bother putting us in a fight? Literally to do one attack, and then Irsa shows up and deals with it. Maybe because Irsa can actually die if you make a mistake at some point when you're in the first game. You're in a forest, blah blah. It doesn't really matter. Anyway, she can die, so she isn't necessarily here. So maybe that's why. If she wasn't here, maybe this would have took a little longer. Haakon grabs your attention. Get ready for a confusing conversation. He motions to Yrsa, one of Prince Ludin's bodyguards, who is wiping her pitch-covered hand with a rag on her way over to you. Clever trick, witch, this time. Things could have gone really wrong with your fire. How did you know that would stop Bolverk? Because he's afraid of fire, we know this, but I'm not going to tell her this, so... The archer smiles at you like you're a child who just spoke its first word. How do you think humans routed those horned brutes in the Great Wars? Haakon's face loses all humor and Yrsa laughs. If I can be of any help, Rook, just ask. I know, that's why I take you along instead of Oddlife now. She smiles and nods to you before returning to Prince Ludin's tent. Strange, that one. Stranger than Bolverk being as tough as a damn sunder. Heh, I should have mentioned he's a berserk. Probably the last of his kind after Einartoft. The Varl King laughs at your blank look. By the way, yeah, he's the Varl King now, apparently, and Bolverk's like, fuck that, I'm just gonna murder him. Like, in front of, like, 300 plus Varl? Like, what the hell? Did his Varl not show up and be like, whoa, this isn't right, he's killing our king right now. Berserks lose themselves in a fight. They are strong as cold bears, and just as wild. Hard to save their friend or foe in a fight. So a mender magics us over a chasm, and you two decide to kill each other? I wasn't going to let him take our supplies without a fight. Caught him trying to take off with supplies he tucked away. Couldn't let it happen. A cool anger glistens in Haakon's eyes when he looks at Bolverk. So yeah, he is, like, we are going to be playing as Bolverk as well, and he's going to have his own caravan, obviously. So I wonder if we want to let him actually get away with some of the supplies or not, like, you know, because we have to deal with that as well then. Anyway, what does he want to leave? He should have let me know something was going on. He's free to leave and some of those supplies are rightfully his. Yeah, but what does he want to leave? Says you've been bad luck ever since arriving in Borasgard. I can't say I blame him for that. The two of you actually laugh for a moment. I bet his main reason for leaving is just to be in charge again. Run jobs... Sorry, burpy burp. And keep his ravens in line. Like most of us, he's looking for something normal to grab onto. Whatever his reason, I hate that some of ours are going with him. We've done what we can for them. Be generous to split your supplies to ravens. Punish them by giving them nothing. Offer the ravens enough supplies to last a couple of days. Now we'll split. I think that's fair. And also, again, like I said, we actually have to control them as well. So I guess you don't necessarily know that if you play this game for the first time. You haven't watched anything. I have actually not watched much at all, but I did hear about this. I did hear a few things anyway. But if you don't know that, maybe you're like, oh, fucking punish them, haha, and then it ends up you have to play as them as well, and you get screwed because you haven't got no supplies. So we're going to split the supplies. Half? There's kindness in being dumb. Bolverk's a fall, so this is my call. We'll give him some, but not much. So. Alright. I guess if I had gone for giving him nothing, he probably would have agreed, though. You shrug. Now let's see what we can find in what's left of this place. Chapter 9. Cast the hone into the air. Cast my home wherever I want. I also want to end this episode because it's been going on for a little bit too long. Haha. You glare at the clansmen as Varl settled among the ruins of Ormsdal and feel the rumbling grow in your chest. Everyone will be ready to leave as soon as you start walking north. I won't fall for that stupid fire trick again. Falca ignores your comment. The new members from the other caravan will probably need a beating or two. Think it was stupid of me to challenge Haakon? Not really my place to say. Since when has that stopped you? The shield maiden grins. We could have at least waited to hear their plans first, then decided. You play it too safe. Their plans almost took us over a fucking waterfall. I decided we'll find work in Bindal. So yeah, basically there's no, like, he's just a badass. Like, he just doesn't give a fuck, you know? Like, when we play him, I don't know if we want to roleplay as that as well, or if I want to still stick to what I usually would pick. Make him a little more, I don't know, grounded, I suppose, but not sure. Anyway, play it too safe. The plans almost took us over a fucking waterfall. I decided we'll find work in Bindal. Do that one. We could have done that without you butting heads with the leader of the remaining Varl. And what about all those dredge? If they make it across the chasm, it'll be war. War has always been good for business. Folka smirks, but her face hardens as Juno approaches. Bolverk, could I have a word with you? Haven't you said enough? I'll hear her out. Folka's right, we're done talking. What's to keep me from gutting you right here? I'll hear her out. See, I think I'm still going to play the way I would play it. Well, I won't. I'll finish the packing. The two of you watch Folka stomp off, but not too far. She's protective of you. Get on with it. I know your ravens need work. Without work and coin, that banner of yours is worthless. You step towards her, towering above the tall Volika, though she stands resolute. In Borisgard, we made an arrangement for you to protect this large cart until we were away from the dread threat. They're across that damn chasm. That job is done. Agreed, but the cart you've been hauling has become too troublesome. It needs to be sunk in the deepest waters around. You grunt in disgust. Volka's secrets. You would turn down the Mender Council's coin? What's in the box? Where's the coin? Is this some kind of pity offer weaver? What's in the cart? If you needed to know, I would have told you. Suffice it to say, you have a Volka's oath for a great deal of coin once you have sunk that cart. The Blue River northwest of Bindal is my suggestion. And if I just leave it in the woods somewhere? I will know, as will the other Volka. Besides, the Ravens always finish their jobs. Their reputation means everything to you. You growl, but she's right. Fine, the Raven's oath. It'll be done. Juno nods and walks away. Volka watches her leave and returns to your side. Now what? Now we have a job. Alright, I wonder if I can actually decide not to. Before anything happens, fucking wait. Okay, so we're now playing as them. We have great morale here, by the way. Let's have a cheeky peek. We have no clansmen. Okay, so we don't have to worry about that. We have 4 Varl and 58 fighters. Now, my question is, can I actually do one of those things? But we'll find out next time. Heroes. Okay, I need to check this real quick, though. We got a new caravan. New people. Oh, Mogan joined. Hogan didn't. That's very interesting. So Mogan joined, but Hogan stayed with the older caravan. Okay, because Mogan is the badass. He's got the guy with the scar. Hogan is the guy who's got a family. So he wanted to stay behind. Bercy joined. I don't understand that one, because he's like all about, oh, I'm Ludin's bodyguard. And then he randomly joins this guy. Krummer joined. What the fuck, Krummer? What are you doing? Krummer! What? What are you doing here? You're not that... I mean, you're cool and all, but you belong in the other... Well, you know what? This is probably not a bad idea, actually. Having someone who's actually really good and reliable. The thing is, he combos so well with Eyvind. Well, he combos decently with Eyvind. We got Sigurd here as well, so yeah, we do have him still. We have Spar. No idea who the fuck he is as a Wanderer. Okay, he looks ranged. He's got decent potential for armor break, so we're probably going to be using him. I'm not going to look at all this right now, because this is way too much stuff. Volka we had to look at yet. So again, this party looks decent. I guess Mogan is the off one out. We're not going to be using him at all, but we'll deal with this next time. So for now... Oh, he brought us 1 item. Okay. Interesting. So that means we have another space available in the other caravan, which probably means we're going to end up using gun off anyway. So that makes me also feel kind of decent, because I obviously leveled them up to level 6, I think. It'd be kind of a waste if I never use them anymore, so... Anyway, for now, I'll leave it here. Thank you guys very much for watching another episode of the Banner Saga 2. Until next time, have a good day, and goodbye.